Yo people, welcome back to another Premier League Game Week 14 already preview, and we're in December. So you know what that means? Premier League games are coming as quickly as the one. I don't know, they're coming really quickly. Reason why my camera is off is because of load shedding, interactive power, stuff like that. So yeah, but I have guests that will be joining me who will have their cameras on, so don't worry about that, guys. So yeah, but firstly, before we start and do everything, what did I want to say? Do check out the the EFL Championship Game Week 19 preview. Link is pinned. Do check it out. Would be massively appreciated. So yeah, of course the first game is in plus minus an hour. So if you guys can check that out, that would be phenomenal. Phenomenal. I don't even know what I'm saying. Okay, I posted the wrong links. So I posted the wrong link. So I will just re-upload it. Just needed to check if it worked. And I posted the wrong one. But I will now post the right for the championship preview. But let's get straight into these games, of course. Big games. And yeah, he's got his camera on, unlike me. Joe?
Yeah, I was just about messaging, mate.
Yeah. No. You good?
Yeah, all good. Thank you for having me on. I hope you're all good.
Yeah, I'm good. Big week of Premier League action. Eh?
Yeah,
Big week.
big week.
What? United,
It's
Newcastle.
big week
That's
everywhere,
what?
like in terms of like table.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, and then
What?
you've got
Newcastle United.
Forest,
That's
Everton.
6th versus 7th. Spurs City. No,
And you
2nd versus 5th. So Chelsea, Brighton are with 10th. They're like 9th. So I'm
that
really
little
not
derby.
confident, but yeah, at this stage it is. What else is there?
You got Forest, Everton.
Those are the main. Oh, who's playing Everton?
Forest.
Oh, Forest
They're away.
Everton.
Yeah, they're away to Notts Forest.
Oh, that could be a good game. So yeah, so yeah, I will now post the right link to the championship preview in the chat. But let me just share my screen. Interesting that there's no early kickoffs. Of course, that is why United and Newcastle kick off at 8. It's a bit strange, but it is December, so
True.
yeah, it is.
That's in December, eh?
Yeah. So yeah, let's get straight into it. First game, Arsenal
You've got
versus
Steve
Wolves.
James versus Stephen as well.
Yeah, Steve versus Steven.
I reckon that Steve's going to win.
Steve. I reckon a draw. But to get to that one. Arsenal, Wolves. Arsenal 6-0 win. Havertz, 2 goals in 2 games. Um, what's it? They looked really good against La- Lens. That
Yep.
is Lens.
Lens,
Um,
yeah.
it is Lens, so
Mm.
eh, it's Lens at home. Like you should be beating them 6-0.
Hmm.
Like that sounded. Um, but I still did it. Um, we'll see if they can carry any momentum from that, or was that just a once-off? Because I heard they like looked really good. Um, with in terms of attack fluidity and stuff like that.
Mm.
So maybe, just maybe, um, there is something to that. Um, yeah, but Wolves injuries for Wolves. Um, Lamina is out. Um, who else is out? There's someone else out.
João Gomez, I think it is.
Ye- Yeah, but they have a few injuries. I know Lamina's out. Um, few of the midfielders are also out. I think the one guy that played against played against Fulham
Hmm.
also got an injury. So they midfield wise they're on their bare bones. So I think I'm gonna go with Arsenal win. Um, I won't say like it will be 5-0 like it was last season.
Mm, that was an
Of
great season.
course, yeah. But that was final day.
Mm.
Um, I I think it will be a close one. I'm going to go for 2-0 also. I reckon standard
Mm.
2-0 win. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if they just blitz them. And carry momentum from that Lawrence game. So yeah. But Joe, over to you.
Yeah, like you say, I totally agree with everything you just said. They should be beating teams like Lens or Lens. I say Lens, but it's just how people say it nowadays. 6-0, comfortable, already through to the qualifiers now. So they can basically set focus on the Prem now till the next round of the Champions League. So not obviously the final game of the group stage because they're already qualified and they're guaranteed first. But yeah, no, it's like you say, they did. Who did they beat last game? I'm trying to think. It was Brentford 1-0. Havertz, 89th
Yeah,
minute. There we say 6 million down the drain. Havertz scores again. I'm not gonna lie, it's quite catchy.
yeah,
Um,
it is.
yeah, and Wolves. I was there on Monday when Fulham played Wolves. It was just a neutral game. Wanted to see what it was like. Wolves, I felt like were the better team out of that. But again, they just get absolutely ruined by VAR and things like that. And Gary O'Neill has got every right to be mad in that game because let's be honest, if I mean we'll go to Fulham, but I feel like Fulham should have gone down to 10 men.
Yeah. Look,
But if you just look at that, it's just decent record. I mean, obviously they lost 2-1 to Sheffield United. Obviously they had that penalty, 100th minute. Newcastle again, another one as well.
Newcastle penalty
Yeah,
shouldn't probably
Harry.
shouldn't have been a penalty.
Yeah,
Um,
Luton they were down to 10 men for like an hour of the game.
yeah.
But yeah,
Um, so there's been a few games.
yeah,
For example, they 12 now. Let me just let. I know there's a few more, but let's say they draw that Fulham game and they win the Newcastle game.
they'll be
That's
above us.
4 points. Shoots them. up close to West Ham, 1 point behind West Ham in ninth.
Yeah. So my score prediction, I think Arsenal 2, Wolves 1.
You've given them a goal, fair enough. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Steve versus Steven.
Oh, the derby.
The derby. Um, Brentford 3, no, Arsenal 1, no.
Mm-hmm.
But Brentford, could they lose 2 games at home in a row? I believe they have now lost 3 games at home. I don't know since when. Something 3 losses in 20 something games. At home. It's also their second loss at home this season.
Mm.
So only 2 losses at home this season so far. It's a pretty good record. But could be more. But Luton did beat Crystal Palace. Um, and that was at home.
Mm-hmm.
But Luton did go away to Everton a few weeks ago and beat them. And they did get a draw to Nottingham Forest away.
They did.
So there is something to hold on to for Luton, like to say we can get a result. We did it at Forest, we did it at Everton away. Um, of course, Brentford away is a totally different scenario, but yeah. Of course, these games are championship games,
Mm-hmm.
and I think League One. League One and Championship games. I think that 7-0 might have come when Brentford got promoted to the Championship or something. Um, unless Luton were already in the Championship that season, but I think they came into the Championship at 20 in the 2020-21 season. But yeah, I think it will be like the first game. Um, I'm ooh, 2-2 it's either 2-2 or 1-1 for me. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go 2-2 again. 2-2
Mm.
draw for Luton again.
I think, like you say, really. I mean, Brentford obviously lost 2 of their games in a row, but then before that, they were winning 3 games in a row. So there's little, maybe consistency if Luton do win tomorrow. Luton got a really good win at Palace at home. Really happy for them. And like you say, draws in the away games, like you say, they beat Everton away. They drew with Forest. And also, you look at the big teams, like, they just lost 1-0 to Aston Villa. They got a good draw in Liverpool at home.
They
So
lost
Luton
3-1 to
are,
Villa.
yeah. And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, they
Well,
lost 3-1 to Villa, but
yeah.
on their day, Lunar tough team to break. But see, the thing is, as much as I want to back Luton for this, I don't want to offend the other Steve, but then I don't want to offend the other Steven. But I'm going to sit on the fence and go 1-0.
1-0. Fair
Yep.
enough. Burnley
Oh,
Sheffield
boy.
United. Now, this is a relegation 6 points, so let's be honest.
It is.
Sheffield on 5 points. A win takes them 1 point behind Luton,
Ooh,
but a win for Burnley could take them above Sheffield and Everton. Of course, it would take them above Sheffield. Could take them above Everton, depending on if Everton beat Forest.
great.
Um, so this is a big clash. This one. Who comes out on top? Burnley have a good record there against Sheffield. Um, they usually one team beats them home, one the other team Like the home team usually wins. Um, so I think then I reckon Burnley can do it. Because like they play good football, it's just they can't put the ball into the back of the net. Um, but I haven't watched most of the games. I need to watch more of Burnley, um, and Sheffield United to be honest to like give a proper review of them. But I reckon they do it. I think Sheffield do score. They have scored in the last three games. Um, and they have scored in most of the games. So I reckon 2-1 Burnley.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's just mad. It's like you say, really, because you got Burnley's only win was against Luton, and then Sheffield United's only win was against Wolves. Both teams playing orange, so that's a interesting one on that one. I think out of the two, I think everyone, including myself, raved about Burnley, thinking they will survive and all this. And theoretically, it's 20th versus 19th. You know, obviously, minus Everton's points deduction. Um, I'm think again. I'm going to sit on the fence again. I'm going to go 1-0. Well, I was tempted to go 0-0, but I just can't
Okay,
see a team winning.
fair enough. Be up yourself, Chelsea fan.
Pick up Chelsea fan.
Um, yeah, I'll get your comments here. Um, first Everton. Um, Everton lost to United. They want to definitely bounce back. Treco their draws
Yep.
um last season. For us again without Iwoni. And it shows a bit. 2 games without him. They haven't struggled for goals, but they have
Mm.
lost 3-2 twice. So I was thinking
Yeah, no
they
man's
would
away.
struggle for goals, but it shows they haven't really. But so Starman not there. Another 3-2 game, possibly. Possible. But if we just have a look there, Everton don't really score 3 goals. Only scored 3 goals against Bournemouth, Brentford, and Palace. I'm going to. I think it's high scoring. 2-2. 2-2 draw.
Fair enough. I mean, like you say, I think Forest obviously they come into this. Obviously, they lost 3-2 to Brighton, and obviously they couldn't break down them, especially when Brighton were down 10 men. Lewis Dunn got sent off. Again, like you say, they're missing Tyro Onoihi, their top goal scorer, and you can tell he makes them tick. And then Everton, they lost 3-0 to United. I think it was just one of those games. It's the first home game since that points deduction, and you could sort of tell like how it hit them in a way. And you also said it as well. They just couldn't score. Like they had all these chances, but they just couldn't bury them. But for this
Also,
one,
I think if you Garnacho didn't score that early chance, I I think the game is closer then.
yeah, oh,
Um,
absolutely.
yeah, go on.
For this one alone, I'm going to say Forest to win 2-1.
First 2-1, so you agree with Chelsea fan.
Hey.
And now I'm actually going to change my prediction.
Oh, send it to.
3-2.
Oh, 3-2, 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Go on, Hannah.
All right then. Maybe 3-2 Everton. Maybe I'm crazy or something. But yeah, something along
That's a
those
madman.
lines. Um, Next game, 8 p.m. kickoff in the UK. United coming away from Turkey. Onana, bottle it. Cold, 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 cold. cold Newcastle, St James's Park. Your fans is in the skies. They getting cold. You can't hear them. And when the Newcastle crowd is up for it, they're up for it. And one thing I learned is sound travels further in the cold. So it could be one of those nights for them. Of course, Newcastle last season beat Man U 2-1. Sorry, 2-0. Um, and they have a pretty well. I say that, then it shows they don't really. But recent games they have beat United 3-0 in the cup of the C team. Beat
It's like Man U's first
and
team.
now they on for this one. Um, what's this?
Yeah, we don't talk about
Newcastle. The big thing both managers want to have to do is like build the players back up to that thing because I think both United and Newcastle players were down after that game, that the games they played, because Newcastle were leading for so long, then a penalty, especially a dodgy penalty, just brings your mood down. Like I work so hard, then I get nothing. Well, it feels like nothing. United, 3-1 up, 2-0 up, then you bottle it through your keeper, and it, it just sends the team's moral down. So both coaches have to like up the team's moral, up their players' moral, and just say, forget that result. Let's kick on, take the positives, and let's move. Um, I reckon I got a feeling United can do something. Um, my gut is telling me United win. But I will let you go first. Maybe you're the
Ooh.
voice of reason for my delusion.
Well, okay, my voice for reason. Well, I mean, like you say, I mean, you look at their games with this week, Newcastle nearly got all 3 points against PSG. Obviously, it wasn't a penalty, let's all be honest here. The referee or VAR had an absolute nightmare, and it was that bad that he stood down after the game. So, what does that tell you? And then Man U led two goal leads twice, failed to win the game. Now they've got to beat Bayern. They've got to do it the hard way. Who knows what's going to happen on that day? I think it's on the 12th or 13th of December. We'll wait and see, find out on that. For my score prediction, I'm gonna back a Newcastle win. I'm gonna say 3-2 Newcastle because I think Man U are one of those teams that they could play really bad against teams like Everton, but then they're lucky because Everton obviously couldn't finish on that day, and then obviously like you say with the Garnacho goal and things like that. So 3-2 Newcastle for me.
Cool, high scoring. Fair enough. Let's go. Something says to me 2-1 United. But maybe I'm crazy, but I'm gonna go 2-1 Manchester United. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe the world's gone mad. Um, and yeah. My To be fair, I can't have another thinker. Like Bailey needs to relax.
What was he say?
But nah, you need to relax. Like prediction wise, table. You need to calm down. I still need that first place. But next game Sunday, Villa Bournemouth. Villa, I've not beaten Bournemouth. There. In recent history, of course. Bournemouth did lose to Aston Villa in 2015, but that's 2015. But it's Villa. They, Villa did rest a few players under Unai Emery. Um,
Mm.
Jason has gone 2-0 Villa. Um, Bournemouth found a good piece of form. Um, I reckon 3-1 Villa.
I
Mm,
mean, I think you just like you say. I mean, you look at both of these really. Villa doing quite well. I mean, they're on a good run of form recently. Obviously, they won in Thursday against Legion Warsaw, beat Spurs as well. So they're on a roll. They're 3 games unbeaten in all competitions. I don't know if it's 4. I don't know on that. But like you say, Bournemouth are in it as well. This time last season, in the first game of the season, Bournemouth won 2-0. Obviously, that was a different Villa team, especially with Steven Gerrard in charge. It wasn't Unai Emery. So for this one, but then also it depends on Watkins. I mean, I've heard Watkins is 50-50 about being that. I think he'll be all right. I don't think he might start, he might not. I don't know. But again, I'm going to back another 2-1 Villa.
2-1 Villa.
He's
Mm, let's go 2-1 Villa as well. No. Yes, 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 2-1. Chelsea Brighton. Now, this game, I think, honestly, I think the pressure is on both teams. Why? Because Cucurella's out, Rhys James, red card. Well, Cucurella has too many yellows. Gusto is still out and Chilwell is still out. So all 4 our fullbacks can't play. So yeah, we will have 4 defenders. Um, in our back line, 4 city centre backs, which is maybe defensive.
we have Gusto at right back, but
Maybe. hmm
we might have
I
Gusto at
think
right back.
no, he's still injured.
Is he?
Yeah,
Oh, to Sassy at right back.
I think what he might do. I think he might try at Madsen. I think if he doesn't use Madsen, it's a slap in the face.
True.
Um, so I don't know where, if he's left back or right back, because I think he can play like right back. He's got a technical ability to do it.
Like Cucurella.
Uh, yeah. Um. So yeah, it's just about 1-on-1. Do you trust him versus Matoma? Um. But the Sassy, yeah, it's a tricky one. But I think if it doesn't start Madsen, it's a big slap in the face.
True.
It's a it's a really big one. Midfield wise, we should be okay. Gallagher, Enzo, Caicedo, Sterling definitely. Palmer, maybe a rest is needed for him. Um, Jackson, maybe Broja starting, maybe Mudrik. So front three, I think Sterling you definitely need. It's just who else do you? Also Brighton are without Lewis Dunk, which is a big loss for them. And they got a few injuries too. So yeah. Prediction. I'll let you go first.
I feel like you say. I think Chelsea is the we spent a billion and we can't obviously buy these dark defenders and things like that being suspended and that sort of thing. But it'll be interesting what we do. You are right. I didn't see Gusto was on the Newcastle bench. I thought I've probably heard. I thought he was back, but if he's not back, then may put Tasasi there, and then put Corwell at left back. But then that's what I think he might do. I'd love to see Matson start, but then for some reason, I don't think Potts sees him as a defender. I think he sees him more as like a versatile midfielder, which is a bit of a shame, really, because we've got a load of midfielders anyway. Um, but like you say, it'd just be a slap on the face to him. And I think he has got potential there, Matson. He really does. But I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, we see it, but obviously Poch doesn't. With Brighton, like you say, Lewis Dunk is suspended for 2 games for basically shouting at the ref of our abusive language. They've got injuries as well. Like, is Matoma back? I think I've heard him say for
It
training.
didn't start in
He didn't start against Forest, but then Anthony
Europa,
Fassi's injured.
so I
But
don't know
Fassi's
if it's
injured, so
back.
he came off. But Sully March as well, that's a big miss. But then I think the two DMs, I think it's Gross and Gilmore. I think that's a bit weak in my opinion compared to was it Caicedo and McAllister. But my prediction is I'm gonna back us again. I'm gonna say 2-1 Chelsea.
Um, Last week I said 1-1, and we lost. Nah, I don't want Caicedo right back.
Nah, if we play the thing is we can play Caicedo there, but like I don't think we should play Hugo Chukwu because I think we threw him in the deep end against Newcastle and I think he just wasn't
Yeah,
ready for it.
I think
And
like it's good to see out the game, but he's still young, like 18 years old. He's not fully developed, like on the ball.
yeah,
That's
I
it.
mean,
That's the main thing. Um,
would it be risky? Like, let's say for instance, Lavia and Caicedo, sorry, Lavia and Cuckoo are back. Would you put Lavia in the DM with
I think
Enzo?
Lavia, no, won't rush him in. To be fair,
That's what I mean. That's what I'm thinking. Or you put Gallagher with Enzo and then put Caicedo and
Mm.
right back.
Maybe you go city formation, like put Casado there, and then let him drop into midfield if we have the ball,
Yeah,
um, and then let them just shift over. We could do something like that.
we could do. I mean,
Um,
Potts hasn't done that though, which really surprised me because when
yeah,
I've seen people do that, I thought that's got a Reece James position right there, but
yeah.
he just hasn't done it.
Um, my prediction: 1-1 draw. Oh,
Fair enough.
I have a feeling
Whoa,
actually.
that was an interesting one all there, Hannah.
I have a feeling we can do something. Maybe 1-0, like we did in the cup. So
Yeah, we did that
hopefully
in the cup.
repeat.
We did summer series. We beat them 4-3. Yes, they were down to 10 men, but it was a red card.
Yeah. Liverpool Fulham probably the easiest game to predict this weekend. Let's go standard 3-0 Liverpool.
I'm gonna go 2-0 Liverpool. I think obviously they haven't got Allison, but then I think I'm not saying Callagher's bad, but I just think it'll be one of those games. I don't think he'll be plain sailing, so I'm going to stick with 2-0 Liverpool.
Okay. Yeah, oh, they don't have Listen, I forgot about that. Fair enough. Yeah. Um, let's go next one. West Ham Palace. Palace 2, West Ham 2 wins on a bounce. Palace 2 losses on a bounce. Everton and um, Luton, but Palace does have a decent record there. Even though they have a few injuries,
Mm.
which is the main thing. West Ham haven't also played that well. Let's be honest. Um, West Ham as what last minute goal by Socek saved the day, and last minute goal by in the conference or Europa conference.
Europa, I think.
Yeah, conference or Europa.
I
Um,
think it's Europa because that's the Villa in the conference. Because they obviously won as well when they were in the conference league. They won the conference league last season, so
yeah,
they got.
yeah, they won the conference league, so they're in Europa. Yeah. Um. So yeah. That it. So they squeaked that one. So check winner.
Hmm.
Um. 4-3 last season. But that was at Palace. I remember doing a watch on to that. I think I did a watch on to that. Yes, I think. Yeah, I did. 2-1 Palace last season. I think Fulham West Ham can do something. 2-1 West Ham.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think, like you say, Palace have got injuries. Obviously missing Eze. I know they got Elise, but I think at the end of the day, losing to Luton, I'm not disrespecting Luton, but that's the game that Palace should think they should win now and maybe go up in the table, but they haven't done that. Again, credit to Luton. But West Ham, again, 3 wins now, including the Europa League game. They basically fielded their second string team. I'm pretty sure it was. I might be wrong, but I saw Fabianski in there when Areola's now the first choice. But yeah, I'm gonna go 2-1 West Ham.
2-1 West Ham. Fair enough. Man City Tottenham last game. This is the big one.
It is a big one.
Tottenham do have their do have Basuma back, which is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
But they've only beaten Man City away once in the last 10 games. And that was 3-2 in 2022. But last season it was 4-2. Could it be more? I Look, I think Spurs are going to play. That's why I don't think it will. Then again, I don't think that will be 1-0 City, but I do have this feeling inside me 1-0 City. Like just one
Mm.
of those boring ass games. Like Ansia says, I'm gone. I refuse. City, I know City, but uh, European champions, I will leave it like that. But yeah, Joe, maybe you can convince me otherwise.
See, I think it might be an entertaining game because you got Pep, sorry. You got Pep, who's obviously an attacking manager, and they're obviously home. Yes, they drew 1 with Liverpool, and obviously they're obviously suffering from injuries, so you got to take that into account. But Tottenham again, they've got obviously injuries, suspensions, they've got the whole lot. I think Romero's back after this game. So again, you're probably going to see Emerson Royale and Ben Davies there. For me, you know what? I'm going to say probably 3-1 City.
3-1 City.
Yeah. I mean, you can go on
I've
if
gone
you
off
want.
my gut the whole time,
Ooh.
and I'm going to
Is he back in the 1 0?
go with my gut again. 1-0 City.
He's back in 1 0. Fair enough.
I hope my gut is right on all. But it's just like I have this image of me, like everybody going 4-0, 5-0 City, and then City are just like,
And then
nah,
Hannah's there
we'll
like,
take it easy.
called
We'll
it.
take it easy. Because I think Tottenham will have chances. Then, like, don't think Andrew plays system. Like, I know he did it against Everton, but I just have this feeling like, surely you can't keep going with it, especially against that attack of City. Like Doku, Haaland,
Foden.
Foden, Silva. No. Like, I know Andrew is not a super guy, like, yeah. But yeah, we will wait and see. But yeah, thank you, Joe, for coming on.
No worries, man. Also, while I was looking at my phone, I don't know if you know this, but Hanno, did you know there's a FA Cup game between Blackpool and Forest Green tomorrow?
No.
Okay, well, it's not happening because that might be postponed because apparently Troy Deeney, who's like the player coach there at Forest Green, apparently he was eligible to play. So now they're in an investigation of what they're going to do. So the game's postponed, but yeah, they might not be playing Blackpool Forest Green. It might be Blackpool versus Scarborough Athletic, maybe. Who knows? Or they'll just get Blackpool a pass into the next round.
So why? Because Stradini was
Yeah.
eligible.
Yep, he was ineligible. Apparently he couldn't play. But he played the
Oh,
whole
in
90 minutes.
so he couldn't play.
Yeah, he was reportedly. illegible to play in this competition. Deeney played the whole 90 minutes of the replay. He did not score or assist in any of the goals.
Okay.
Be interesting to see what
Just
did happen.
finished the Euro draw. Um, Probably won't do live. Might just record my reaction. Let me find out what time.
No
Um,
worries.
so yeah. Um, time draw. What time is it?
What
Um,
time?
5 p.m. GMT. So that should be my time. So 5 GMT is so 7 p.m. What game is on that time? Tomorrow, any football? No. Here we go. For us, Everton is 30 minutes after, so yeah,
Hmm.
probably just a reaction. For my reaction to it. So yeah. Um, but yeah, that's really. Thank you, Joe, for coming on.
No worries.
Um, to follow him on his Insta, which is
Just joked here.
Joe underscore Tia. So
Hmm.
go follow him there. Um, and yeah, watch longs. Um, want Newcastle? No, no Newcastle United. Um, might do one of the 3 p.m. games. Of course UK time. Um, Brentford Luton is looking tasty to me. But yeah, we'll let you guys, of course, know on the socials. Also, I need to do that. I need to do that. Hopefully, I do remind myself, but there will be an announcement coming about Facebook soon. Probably will post tonight. So yeah. But as for my socials, of course, Instagram Hanu underscore coach underscore corner, Twitter under 830030, TikTok Coach Corner 1. To follow me on there, and then go check out the Championship Game Week 19 preview. Um, Sunday, most likely, we will have a full. We will do like a big championship. Just look what's going on around the championship. Also, there is the midweek fixtures, I believe, in the championship, which is always good.
Hmm.
Especially when there is Champions League games on. It's always good when they don't have it on. Um, so yeah. But cheers, people. We will see you tomorrow, sometime in a bit. Cheers.